My fellow poets, writers, and fellow intellectuals. This is Poet Holiday with two L's with another video. Anyways, I am talking like this because I am in a parking deck. So if you hear voices outside of my own, sorry. Again, I refuse to edit anything that I have to. Anything unless I have to. You know what I mean? So, anyways, it's been a time. In this video today, um, our topic is in the thumbnail. Hold on, let me get my notebook. Anyways, National Poetry Month, the challenge that I did, the National Poetry Month challenge, which is okay. I set up rules for myself, and let's just say I didn't follow them all the way to the T, if at all. Here we out. Here we out. This was a fail, okay, but honestly, it was a lot of life is lifing, you know. It was honestly a pretty hectic month. Okay, um, yeah, like family things are going on, like with my granddad and stuff like that. He's all right now. But yeah, it's been a month. It's been a year, honestly. Like, as you heard from my other. No, I don't think those videos that I've talked about, whatever, has been released. It's kind of out of order because it just is. Because I've scheduled, okay, of course. Talk, please. Loud. Like, my thing. Well, also because, like, it echoes the, the parking deck sounds echo. So, anyways, that's so embarrassing if somebody hears me. That's, oh, you're not embarrassed. Anyways, let me stop beating around the bush. I will try to make this video as short as possible, like an hour tops. But I get to yapping and stuff. Okay, talk. Why don't you? But of course, like if I'm on the phone, I get that. I get that. But anyways, I don't know. It's just like me personally, when I'm out and about, I don't really like people hearing what I'm saying, so I will whisper or like talk as low as I can, but also make loud enough so that the other person on the phone can hear me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's just courtesy for everybody, and I don't want people knowing my information. So, but anyways, oh yeah, I have to mark that. No, actually, that was not in April. Okay, so I'm looking right now at this. I might go ahead and put on my camera so you can kind of see what I have here. No, I didn't like edit the photo, so you won't have any of my sensitive information. Sensitive, that's it's not really sensitive information. Anyways, I'm gonna just because I have like two different pages that show what I've done for this month, because I have like an actual like kind of like a habit tracker. I might have to like post a short or something to show it. I don't know, but yeah, so I don't feel like doing that right now. I should have did it before filming this video. Anyways, I'm just ranting at this point, and isn't that what you're here for? But yeah, for National Poetry Month, let's start with like what I put down as like what I wanted to do. So April 2026, so April 1st to April 30th, this year. So I wanted to job hunt. Did I do that? You can say I had moments of lucky. I think I only applied to like one thing this month. Hear me out. Hear me out. Like I said, life is life. Yes, I've been lazy, but I will make up for that in May. Okay, but it's a new month, and yeah. But I, for the most part, was making sure that I was calling to be paid as a caregiver for my mother or whatever, because I take care of her. Might as well get paid for something that I already do, and probably some additives of having to like document what I do on a daily basis or whatever. and whatever required things that I have to do. But, other than that, it's just like, I as well get paid for what I already do. And it's helping not only me, the money, if I get it, when we get it. It's a matter of when, not if, I think. Keep me in your heart, you guys. It doesn't just benefit me, it will benefit my mom, because I don't mind paying bills. Whenever I have money, like with my tax money, I made sure I paid the light bill, because the gas bill was already paid. So, well, the gas bill wasn't even high because we had just like got onto it. So it was like not that much. Like, so I did that with that. And then, whatever we needed, like tissue or blah 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 blah, bips and bobs. I just I have to say, I do have a spending problem, specifically with food. Food is where I will spend, honestly, heinous amounts of money on, and I need to get it together, because I continue to complain, just like that video where I was talking about, I think it was that niche video, and I had talked about the Subway thing. And it's like, I'm not really angry about, me not having the food, or the food being bad or whatever. It's the fact that you're paying so much money for fucking trash, and then you continue to go into this cycle of things. And it's just like, why am I wasting my money on? Anyways, like I said, I have a problem. Honestly, might need to, go to therapy or something for it, because like, to find some like ways to, not dive into that, honestly. Because even if I were to like delete the apps of DoorDash, Chick-fil-A, no, let me tell you about the Chick-fil-A. I am going on a rant, but this is about my month, so it's fine. But Chick-fil-A had this, I think it was strawberry, hibiscus, tea, and I'm a tea fiend, and usually, Chick-fil-A's tea is atrocious. Like, it's basically water. Water. It's water. So when I found out that, I was like, you know what, let me just try it, because I'm really not trying to drink a lot of drinks or whatever. But it was so good. I was addicted, if you will, to the tea. Honestly, I feel like that's an addiction of its own, like, of just sugar. Because I feel like that's what I be craving. Because I did also purchase some donuts from Krispy Kreme. For me and my mom, yeah, but mostly for me. Mostly for me. And the donuts were good. I haven't had donuts in a long time. I think since college at some point. Like, you know what? It might have been like a year or so, but still, like, I haven't had it in a while. Well, no, a year, probably. I don't know, cause my I was in a poetry club, and we would have open mic nights. So occasionally we had like donuts. So that's what I'm trying to like gauge that. Since I graduated and all of that. So okay, job hunt. That was a fail. Okay, weekly poetry / writing sesh with my bestie on Saturdays. We did that like 2 Saturdays, which neither of us was writing. We were just mostly just talking and catching up and stuff like that. Like, I know already, like, send her hella voice messages daily in reels, Instagram reels. Anyways, it was just, it was good though for the times that we did it. And then the 18th, we both forgot, or I chose to avoid. Yeah, no. You know what? I didn't choose to avoid it. It was like, we were both feeling off that day too. Like, once we were like, yeah, we were supposed to, do the call, da da da. And then on the 25th, I had went book shopping with my dad. So yeah, specifically poetry books. And should I go ahead and say the list of poetry books? I think I have a picture. Hold on. Let me pause real quick. Okay, I'm hella zoomed in because there's some stuff in the background, and again, don't be in my business. But so fortunate, fortunate, Nate, fortunate, fortunate. I don't know. I think it's fortunate, but I could be wrong. By Rashidi. And then there's Hope is the thing with feathers. That's feathers, right? That's an R, right? I don't know because italics and like cursive. I think that's an R, but if it was an N, it would be feathens. I think it's feathers because there's birds. Context, by Emily Dickinson, and then Joy in the Belly of a Riot by Barbara Fant, and then Alive at the End of the World by Saeed Jones. The Negroes Send Their Love by Hill. The Madness Vase by Andrea Gibson. And what is that? Whatever that bottom is. It's after okay, it's in red and you can't see it here. It's after Ted and Sylvia. Or is it by Ted and Sylvia? Or is the title after and? Because it's in red. Or is the title Crystal Hurdle? Or is it by Crystal Hurdle? I haven't done my research on it fully, so. And am I going to fully research the books? No, I'm doing it out of wanting to see different styles of poetry and just consume more poetry in my life. And then also it'll help me with how I want to format my poetry book as well. So uh and what else was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm currently reading Fortunate by Rashidi, and also reading Saeed Jones, Alive at the End of the World. Wait, and there's also another book. Let me position it where you can't see anything. Hold on. I'm also reading a book of poems by Maya Angelou. And yeah, it has Caged Bird, that poem, the iconic poem. Love that for me. I love how short the poems are, and like honestly, like this book specifically feels like the Bible of poetry. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be blasphemous or anything, but like it feels like the Bible of like poetry. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Here we go. But yeah. I like it. But did I say the other one I was reading? But yeah, I think I already said I was reading Saeed Jones, Alive at the End of the World. These three poetry books are really good. I did start reading like some other three books, but like those were I bought online. I'm gonna read the new books that I got, the three of the ones that I listed. And then I'm gonna get back to the other three because like the other three were just it wasn't giving me life. Like, I don't know. It was giving, I don't want to say subpar, but subpar. One of them was pretty good. The other two was just like, and I don't want to read books that are like, especially when I like spent money on it. But like, I'm pretty sure, like, of course, like I have poems from those books that I like, but it's just like I'll get into that when I get into that poetry book video when I finish them to completion. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I already got a poem for the book Saeed Jones, Alive at the End of the World, written, but I'm debating whether or not I will share that poem in this video, or just, what am I trying to think of? Or get one of the other poems that I have written. You know what? I'm not going to do that poem in this video. Hold on. Gotta go back. The gravy heart dumpster fire. Envy. No. Oh, I don't think I used that one. Well then. I was playing too many games. Anyways. Why did I think I already had that? I guess it's because I had this morning went ahead and what was I saying? I went ahead and put in the 2 poems that I didn't post on Wattpad yet. Mind you, it is the first of a new month. Yeah, I got lazy, and also like my allergies have been hell. I'm using an inhaler right now. Like I take a puff in the morning and a puff at night. Because I'll have, if not, I'll have these coughing fits, which, oh, I probably should go to the doctor, but I don't want to, and healthcare is expensive. So, like, yeah. Okay, the other thing on my list, other than the writing assistant, 10 minute, 10 minutes of movement daily. Let me go to my little habit tracker and see how many times I actually did that. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4 days of this whole entire month. That's when I actually did 10-minute workout. One of the days I didn't do it was because I had I felt like I pulled something. No, I didn't pull anything. It was like, I guess because the 10-minute workout I was doing, I was using a lot of my legs, and it felt really bad. Like it felt like I pulled something, but it wasn't. I just ended up doing a 10-minute yoga video, and I felt better after that. So I was able to do that. But like I said, a lot has happened this month. Anyways, so, and on that, hair health, weekly or bi-weekly of washing my hair. No, that was not done. I did it once though, which was very recent. So I love that for me, and I shall do better. I shall do better. Like, when I mean washing, well, hair health, I mean like, I tend not to moisturize my hair a lot. And it be dry, and that, gets into breakage or whatever. I have washed my hair, but actually like moisturizing it and making sure that it's well kept. Um, Other than the very bones, the basics. Yeah. So, because that ends up just causing split ends, and then of course like split ends just split upwards. So I should probably trim my ends again, but I don't want to get scissor happy from the last time I like did a little cut or whatever. Oh, let me get off of this screen. Hold on. Okay, yeah. What was I thinking? Upload poems on Wattpad. When I do challenges, post it on Wattpad. Yeah, and upload YouTube videos on there too. Maybe IG. Oh yeah, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to put in there that, because I had just put that the thing was completed. I need to upload my YouTube video whenever I publish this onto there, because I had said that it was published, like it was complete. So I'm gonna have to edit that. Ooh, let me write that down. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where's my pink pen? The irony is that I don't necessarily like pink like that. Like, I don't mind it, I guess. I would never wear it or, intentionally get it. But, when you get like those pen packs, multicolored pens. Anyways, upload YouTube video on Wattpad so that I can just loop things to here. Make sure everything is connected and everyone can see me on different platforms or whatever. I'm not big, of course. Of course. Why would I be? Anyways, especially when I refuse to edit. And yeah. Back to my list of things. Oh, file my taxes. I did that. Love that for me. Take Zyrtec daily. I missed a few days, but for the most part, I've taken my allergy meds every day. Okay, I just had to pause for like, I don't know how many minutes, like, it felt like 20 minutes, but it might have been 10, 15 or whatever. But, because somebody was near. That's awkward. But anyways, what was I talking about? Okay, did the Zyrtec daily. Anyways, but yeah, it felt like really just so not fulfilling this month. I felt like there's just like, I just held myself to this really high standard of like how November went of that writing challenge. Because I wrote a lot of like poems, but the thing is with that is that I was doing that to make sure that I was writing poetry consistently, and I think I wrote like 14 poems in that month. But also I didn't have any like other things that I had prioritized. So, and then of course I also did fall off like of doing things. And I was at like a standstill. Because I just felt really down. I don't remember for what, but I just felt really off. Honestly, I feel like this year, man, I felt off every single month. And like for like days on it. You know what I mean? So, trying to keep that motivation. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I said it in another video, but I probably did. But I'm just trying to go by the whole notion of accept the things I can't change and change the things that I can, which is the Serenity's Prayer. But not too much on that. But yeah. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, I guess we can go into the poems. I'm sorry. That was the song that was playing in my head on repeat while I was having to be paused because somebody was around. But anyways, okay, I'm just trying to see if I want to replace one of these poems because I just want to share 3, and then the rest you can find on my Wattpad account. Poetry holiday, and I think no, it's at Poetry Holiday. But if you just type in poet space holiday with 2 L's, of course, you'll get it. Trying to see. I mean, the other ones you can find from there. But I want to read the one that has, like, I don't necessarily want to read the one. I'll just probably, like, press play on the recording for that one. I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place right now. Oh, can I make a decision? Because should I bump off envy? A grieving heart? A dumpster fire? Forget it. You'll just have to look over at that Wattpad, and you're just gonna have to guess to see how it's read. It is what it is. Okay, so let's start off with A Grieving Heart. Let me find it first. Oh, sorry. When will I find it? No. Is this it? No, that's not it. Oh, that's the... Okay, A Grieving Heart. Hold on, let me blow my nose real quick. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, I'm reading this. Ooh, I can't read this from here. Hold on, hopefully I'll find it in my notes or the Google Doc. Hold on. Okay, we're in a Google Doc right now. A Grieving Heart. Pages cry, tears sizzle. To every beat, my heart screams. Ripped in half as the body decays, till the screams stop, memories fades. As silence prays, legs stutter, arms leap, hands caress ash till caked. Then fires alight, melting everything in sight. Limbs collapse, skin sizzles, everything burns, and yet no balm can soothe a grieving heart. Damn it. My nose is still stuffed. But like, it feels like I can't blow it right now. Anyways, other than that, this is inspired by that prompt from the poetry book that I was thinking about, like writing a poem about if um if you're in a situation that someone close to you, like your mother or like a family member, friend, whatever, blah blah, they were to burn your book of poetry that you've written, all your poems in a journal or whatever, or just any type of writing, you know, what would you do? Well, not what would you do, but write about that. Like, I don't know. And let me look at the lines. A grieving heart, pages cry, tears sizzle. To every beat, my heart screams. But yeah, like it would be just so like heart wrenching to me, like to know that somebody that close to me, knowing how important my poetry is to me and just burning it, that's crazy work. Like honestly, I'd be upset, but like also you would be grieving, you would be sad. Ripped in half as the body decays till the screams stop, memories fade. So like the screams coming from the pages, because you know the pages cry, and till the scream stops, memory fades. Like your memories of like all of your poems, like you can't keep all of them in your head. That's why you write it on paper so you continue to have them. It's just, yeah. And then as silence prays, legs stutter, arms leap. Um, Legs stutter, arms leap. So you're trying to, I guess, go and get it. I don't remember what like I was thinking like when I was writing this. Hands caress ash. Yeah. Hands caress. Ugh, I don't know why I want to say caress, but it's caress ash till caked. Till like, you know, your hands are just caked with the ash. Um then fires a light, melting everything in sight. So anger. Limbs collapse, skin sizzles, everything burns, and yet no balm can soothe a grieving heart. You know, it's like you've been burned, so nothing can, no balm or any kind of like ointment, prescription, whatever, nothing can soothe or patch yourself together. You can't patch yourself together. Um, a grieving heart. You can't patch a grieving heart. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, let's go on to the next poem, which is Dumpster Fire. Or, you know what? I'm gonna skip Envy. You can go and read Envy somewhere else, and I'm gonna do untitled number whatever, because I don't have a title. You can definitely leave comments, either in Wattpad or on my YouTube video of like what I should title these poems. Even the ones that I've already titled, you're like, oh, I would title it, da da da, and then I might change my mind, because I do be changing my mind a lot. A title number, I'll figure that out. But anyways, Dumpster Fire. Dumpster Fire. Let me go and find it. Hold on. Because I don't want you taking a peek at my poetry book that I'm making in Google Docs. So yeah. Dumpster Fire. Dumpster Fire. When loss hits, it don't miss. It goes for the jugular, leaving you blubbering till you can't even utter. Milking so effortlessly, you'd hoped it was just a dream. So you blink and blink till your eyes scream, and only then will you feel your skin hang eternally inflamed. Eternally inflamed. But anyways, have I written? I think I've written it on here what the inspiration was. Oh, okay. It was inspired by a YouTube video, Being a Black Actor in White Spaces with Cat Graham, by Baby This Is Keke. Baby This is Keke. I know, because I love that. Hold on, let me write that down. Even though it's already in my notebook, I need to write it down so that I can have it to put in my description. Then sometimes woe is me. Anyways, I'm writing it down. Being a Black actor. But we love Cat Graham. It is just crazy what she had to go through when she was an actress on, what was it, The Vampire Diaries, because like honestly she sacrificed so much, and you could even see like the just even as her character on the show, like her never truly being able to have love and to be loved by anyone, not even the family, because they will always end up getting killed. Damn it, Elena. I'm just saying, like, and then her being treated disrespectfully by I can't remember if it was by like a producer or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Do your own research on that. But yeah, it's just like, come on now. Why are we being racist? Like, why can't black people just shine? It's utterly ridiculous. But hey, it shows us that this whole, oh yeah, slavery was so long ago. Yeah, slavery, well, the traditional slavery is over. Let's look at the the incarceration system. But anyways, racism is still here. You know what I mean? No matter how small you may think it is, it's still very prevalent. But anyways, yeah, she was talking about her mother and brother I think like within the same year, passing away. Okay, anyways. I'm back. Somebody just parked next to me. Okay, I was just about to say there were so many other parking spots, but dang, people filling it up. But anyways, this is, hold on, I forget which untitled number, which one, but one of the untitled ones. But anyways, let's go ahead and play this voice message. Ugh, there should be more things like this. You trying to sneak out and in like nobody's listening to the boys that creak, to the heart that beats, till the shots reap, and only then will you be able to sleep. Hold on, let me see if I can put it louder. Ugh, there should be more things like this. You trying to sneak out and in like nobody's listening to the boys that creak, to the heart that beats, till the shots reap, and only then will you be able to sleep. Anyways, this was inspired by The Rookie, Season 7, Episode 2, where an old man calls 911 about a break-in. He shoots through the bathroom door, then eventually finds out that it was his granddaughter who was sneaking back in the house. And basically just me being like, hey, yo, like, honestly, why are y'all sneaking in and out? Knowing that people got guns. No, for real, like, And then him, like, being, like, feeling bad about it. Like, of course, like, his daughter had been told him, like, give up the gun, like, she could get him a really good security system, but him, like, still wanting to, like, hold, that youth that he once had. But yeah, and of course, like, he has some fault, but at the same time, it's just like, of course, you would be scared if you heard some whatever going on, and you thinking somebody's breaking in to your home, and he was calling from in the bathroom, scared and stuff like that. But then he started shooting through the bathroom door, and well, shots fired. Old girl got shot. I mean, like, mess around to find out. Man, people be playing so many games, like, if your behind was still in bed sleep or saying, hey, granddad, it's me, your granddaughter, or whatever, like, trying to keep it on the low. You shouldn't have been doing all that. Actions have consequences. And that's what I was basically trying to be doing that. I don't know if this is a poem, it's just like a little something. Word vomit, if you will. But those are those poems. Let's have our little short hobby segment. Okay, talking about The Rookie. I've been like rewatching it from like the beginning because I'm up to date. I've watched up to season 8, episode 17. I'm probably gonna have to rewatch 15, 16, and 17 because I was watching those episodes while I was with my aunt, hanging out with her, and we were playing cards, and I was having to explain the rules to her for this game that we were playing. And you gotta focus on the game like for a decent amount of your like time. So of course you're not gonna fully be immersed in the movie or TV show that you have in the background. But of course we had like good conversations and stuff like that, catching up and things. So I enjoyed that. But yeah. Oh, and then let's talk about my new hobby. I'm gonna just go to the should I go into like what I purchased for myself, or yeah, I'm gonna go for what like I purchased for myself. Anyways, sewing 101. Anyways, I recently purchased a sewing machine and a few bits and bobs with that sewing machine. I'll show you the few things that I've made, but of course I'm not gonna show you like the undergarments I'm making, like just basic underwear and a basic bra. The bra thing probably not gonna turn out how I wanted to turn out. I should have just did what I was doing for with my underwear, which I just traced the three pieces on the underwear, which is like the gusset, which is the part that your vagina is touching, which is usually double layered. At least like the top layer is 100% cotton, because you know you don't want nothing less than 100% cotton on your hoo-ha. And then like, you know, the front and the back. Um but yeah. What was I talking about? But anyways, got a sewing. It's a Stoigeld. I think it's spelled Stoigeld. I guess put in the description the sewing machine that I got, just in case you wanna, you know, check it out. I'm not saying it's the best or anything, because I'm just entry level, but I was able to do like small little projects. Of course, my stuff is going to look handmade for the time being, but I do know some techniques because I watched a lot of craft videos and just anything during with like creativity, and I watched like specifically sewing videos, a lot of those. So I know a few techniques on how to like make sure that you sew like uh the the order of sewing things. I know that. Okay, I know, like I said, basics. The only thing that I was like kind of getting the hang of was the actual like starting up the sewing machine and things like that. And then there's like a little thing that you can like hold down so that the sewing machine will go forward instead of like, oh, okay, so that the sewing machine will sew moving away from you, like forward, instead of going toward you, um, which is what it usually does. But yeah, you hold that so that it can go a little bit, just so you can secure like the ends of like your works. But yeah, anyways, I am not a pro. I am a beginner. Like I literally just got the sewing machine like a few days ago. But it's been fun. I've been sewing some random something every day. Um, but yeah. But it's fun. It's a fun hobby. And it would be great for when I really get serious into it and start sewing clothes. Well, seriously sewing clothes. I think my aunt had given me like 3 shirts, so I used 2 of those shirts. One of the shirts I used for the bra that I'm making. That's still a work in progress, and the other shirt I used for the underwear I'm making. But yeah, and I also have like, let me go through the list of things that I have. I have a sewing machine. I have fabric to start. So I have, you know, the 2 shirts, which are being used, and whatever scraps I'm using for whatever else. Um, what else? Um, what other fabric? There was some fabric that came with the machine. It was prints, so the things that I sewed the first time, they actually look pretty decent because of the pattern. That's all I gotta say about that. But thread came with the machine as well, like the bobbin and the regular thread. Anyways, you know, like I said, I don't know any of these terminologies, whatever, blah blah blah. I have scissors. I purchased that like um separately. And those scissors, it came with like the big scissors, which are hefty thing. But I wanted to have specific scissors for fabric because when I was starting out with not having those scissors, yeah, with my everyday scissors for literally everything, yeah, no, that was not gonna cut it. But those scissors came with like the small scissors, and I assume they're for thread, so that's what I've been using them for. Um, it's kind of like they look like tweezers, but of course, like instead of like the the end, how the ends usually look, those are like scissors, the scissor part. But anyways, um, iron slash steamer. It's just an iron. But it's small. It's like the travel sized iron. So I have that. Um, yeah, my mom told me that, yeah, we have an iron. But I'm like, it's alright, because I do want to have like a smaller iron and not no big clunky thing. I want to keep it to like a small little thing, but then again, like, could have just saved money on that, but it is what it is. Um, I got plastic boning. I think it's plastic boning, but it's boning. Okay. So to use that for like a bra, corset, whatever structured thing that needs boning. Um, Elastic, of course, especially for like the underwear and stuff. I need to get a zipper though, and I need to get those sewing clips or binding clips as they call it. I need the needles to pin fabric or whatever they're called, pins, whatever. With the ball at the end. Um, and then I need curved needles. I need straight needles. Just to do a little hand sewing when I need to, but I'll mostly be relying on the sewing machine because I don't want to do any sewing. No, because like the sewing was honestly the worst part for me with my crochet project. So I know how to do it, but it's just I don't want to. But some projects require you to do just a little touch of it. But yeah, I need curved needles, straight needles, and of course I need the zippers. And I have tailor's chalk. Pretty sure there are like markers you could draw on with fabric. Make sure it's specifically with fabric. Don't be just getting anything, especially if it's not washable. So I mean, like, I guess it doesn't matter if it doesn't bleed through and you just use that as like the part that's for the inside, whatever has the marker on it, just make sure that's the inside part. um yeah. And the fabric that I got, it's quote unquote said that it was 100% fabric. Not 100% fabric, 100% cotton. Yeah. No, it's not. If it is, I don't like that type of cotton. So from now on, I will be going in the store, either through thrifting or Michaels or something like that, some kind of whatever has fabric. Even if it's just like cheap T-shirts that have 100% cotton, and I like the touch of it or whatever, because I was able to use some fabric from the shirts that I got. Oh, and of course, like I kept the one of the shirts with the graphic on it. I like that, so I ended up keeping that as a sleeping shirt. Yep. It's blue. But yeah, the other two fabrics that I got from my well, not fabric, but shirts that I'm using as fabric from my aunt. One is yellow and one is orange. So yeah, but fun. I really enjoyed that process. Hold on, let me go to the few things that I did just testing out the machine. Hold on, with the scrap fabric that it gave me. Anyways, the top left, that's my iPad. But anyways, yeah, like the top right. Wait, can you see? Hold on. Okay, so this is just some random scraps that I like to sew together. This part is like, it's one of those corner. You put it on the corner of your book as like a bookmark, to mark the page or whatever. And this one just sewing scraps together. I can use that as a bookmark, whatever. This one I was testing out. Oh yeah, I put like a little small elastic. It was an extra piece of elastic from when I cut the elastic for, what was I using it for? My underwear. I think that's what I used that for. This was supposed to be a freaking bunny or something like that. Why does it look like a jumpsuit? A little baby jumpsuit or something. With the footy pajamas. Some kind of footy pajamas. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I tried to freehand something and it wasn't giving. It was not giving, okay? And again, I've never used a sewing machine in my life, so yeah. And this, hold on, this part, this thing over here, it looks like I was just trying out that method of like um is it ruching or something? I don't know if it's ruching per se, but that that technique anyways. And it looks like a little face mask thing. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna make those fabric face masks because I'm fine with just the regular disposable masks, and I still have like a few cloth masks from during quarantine or whatever. So I'm good off that. Um, and then I think this was the first thing that I crocheted, a little bag or whatever. But yeah, it looks alright now, but like as you can see that little side it's not straight because that's how it was sewed. But hey, you gotta start from somewhere, and this looks a lot cleaner. Like, you see that? Both sides are straight. Yes, 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 yes. We love that for me. We love that for me. And this, I was just testing out these at the ends. These are the elastics or whatever. So I don't know really what I was doing with this. I was just playing around with stuff. I don't know. When I get new things, I really like to test them out. So, yep. Oh, wait, wait. And I almost forgot about these two right here. Um, these two are just little bookmarks. Like, let me draw it out. But yeah. But these are little bookmarks. But yep, yep, yep. Honestly, I think that's pretty much the end of this video. I want to get back to watching the Ricky. Oh yeah, and I'm excited to watch not watch, listen to the full the song of like it's called "Burn the Witch" by Peggy, PEGGY. Hold on, let me write that down. Burn the Witch by Peggy. And basically, it's a feminist song, I would say. Basically, it's just talking about. Anyways, I would have to actually look through the lyrics to it, but I've been really like ready to hear the full song because like I've been watching her little, not her little, but her reels on Instagram and hearing the song. Oof, it's giving. Cause like there's this line, mother, maiden crone, daughters of those who have been overthrown. And I think it's faded or fated, something like that. But it's really good actually. I'm my nose is it's killing me and I need to blow my nose again. But anyways, if y'all check it out, let me know how y'all like it. No, because like when she released that song Alice, it gave. I wasn't watching it when it just got released, but whenever I found it on my Instagram, I definitely was like, "Ooh, I'm sad." So I watched the whole video and it was really good actually. But yeah, I definitely recommend that song. Yeah, it's really good. Anyways, let me stop. But yeah, definitely check out if you want to hear from me again. Check out my Instagram, which is Poet Holiday with two L's, of course. My Wattpad account. Wait, did I say Poet Holiday? I think I meant to say Poet Holiday. Not Poetry Holiday. Poet Holiday on Instagram. Okay, with two L's, and on Wattpad is Poetry Holiday with two L's. And you can also put like poet space holiday, but if you're putting the at, it's at poetry holiday with two L's, of course. But yeah, I messed up on that. My bad. But am I going to change it anytime soon? I don't know. And I'm going to still go ahead and brainstorm what I want to do on Substack if I'll ever do anything on Substack. So, yeah, definitely listen out for that. But don't hold your breath, though. Don't hold your breath. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for me getting back into like writing poetry. Well, no, not me writing poetry. Excited about me getting back into editing my book, so that, and I think I'm definitely going to release it put it onto Amazon for like the Kindle part, because the ebook, and on Barnes and Nobles later at some point, also like as an ebook, because yeah, I don't know why. No, I do know why, because I don't have to deal with seeing the formatting on like the actual like paperback, but I will eventually do paperback because I do want to have like a physical copy of it, but it's just easier. Like, there's no inventory that they have to have, and it's just on there. Like, isn't like Kindle like an app or something like that, or a device? But yeah, like it's pretty simple, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. When I get to like finalizing that, I have to go back, edit, and then like add a copyright page. I'm supposed to be editing this video. Anyways, don't let me get to chatting it up. But yeah, this is a shorter video than what I've been doing recently, which is like an hour and a half video. But I just want to get to listening to the song fully and get back to watching The Rookie again. Oh yeah, just little things about The Rookie. Lucy Chen. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. I don't know, like I'm just one of those people who I don't usually like main characters of shows, especially the females that they portray. It's giving, it's written by a man, but I don't know who wrote the script or whatever, blah blah blah. I should probably do research on that, but I don't know. It's not even that. Like, there are some genuinely in real life some females that I don't really care for, but that's not every female that I go into. Just like there are some males that I really don't enjoy talking with. Like, it's E for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, it's just certain things that like I'm like, did you really have to self-insert yourself into this person's relationship or whatever? Like, and then there's like this part that I'm rewatching of where basically Officer Bradford, I forget his first name, but and also Officer Chen, Lucy Chen, they both end up cheating on their partners that they're with by being kissing on each other and meaning it. Even though it was an undercover op, there was emotion behind it. There was almost not intent, but emotion behind it. And then like when they both find her boyfriend's body in there. Well, I say body when he wasn't dead, but like Rosalind, the serial killer at the time. No, because Rosalind, no, Rosalind, she was a beast to be reckoned with. Okay, like, please, she was crazy. She was crazy. Okay, but anyways, I'm getting a hold of myself. Okay, I'm sorry, Roxy. I'm sorry. It's very red. Okay, anyways, sorry if you've lasted this long. Leave a heart and say, in the comments, I was there. I was there. I was there. I was right there with you, Troy. Let me stop. But anyways, all right, bye.